The last time I stood at this overlook, it was 1983, over 43 years ago. This week, I finally came back. Welcome back to Wondering About Nature. This was a 5-location week. Kelly's Run Nature Preserve, Clark Nature Preserve, Spalding Conservancy, Longs Park, and that long overdue return to Pinnacle Overlook in Susquehannock State Park. I'm going to take you through all of it, and I promise the end is worth waiting for. If you watched Thursday's video, you already know butterflies are having a serious moment right now across the Susquehanna Valley. They turned up at every single location this week. And that actually leads into something I'm posting this coming Thursday, a dedicated look at eastern tiger swallowtail color variations. If you've seen a dark swallowtail lately and wondered what you're looking at, stay tuned for that one. At Kelly's Run, I started in the pollinator meadows. A bee was working a coneflower with its pollen saddlebags completely loaded. 2 bright yellow packets packed tight on its hind legs. They're called pollen baskets. The bee is essentially doing the plant's work for it. While on a trail, I spotted a ghost pipe. If you've never seen this plant, it looks like something carved from wax. Translucent white, no green anywhere, because it has no chlorophyll. It's a plant that completely gave up on sunlight. To learn how this works, check out my video dedicated to ghost pipes, linked at the end. A little further down the trail, I found something I didn't recognize. Low to the ground, silvery veins on leaves. I ran it through iNaturalist right there. It turned out to be a Downy rattlesnake plantain, a native orchid. At Clark Nature Preserve, I caught a pileated woodpecker actively working a dead snag along the woodland trail. That big red crest unmistakable in the early morning light. A yellow-billed cuckoo and a great-crested flycatcher were both hanging out along the gravel trail. Spalding Conservancy turned into a butterfly stop. Hackberry Emperor, my first of the season, plus red-banded hairstreak, and an eastern comma. And then at Longs Park. This was really amazing. At the base of a large tree, there was a cavity, and inside, hundreds of western honeybees, a wild colony just living there, completely on its own in that tree. The sound alone was worth the trip. The last stop was the one I'd been thinking about all week. Pinnacle Overlook is at Susquehannock State Park. I hadn't been there in over 40 years. The view doesn't change. The trails here connect to Kelly's Run Nature Preserve, the same place I'd started the week. I hiked it a few trails and found one more mystery plant. Already in berry form, completely unrecognizable to me. While looking at iNaturalist, I discovered it's a Jack-in-the-Pulpit. I've seen it in flower in the spring, but I had no idea what it looked like now. I also spotted a spice bush swallowtail working the flowers near the overlook. 5 locations, 1 life plant with iNaturalist, a wild honeybee colony, and a view 40 years in the making. This Thursday, eastern tiger swallowtail color variations. Why some are dark, some are yellow, and what's actually happening to those intermediate forms. Until then, keep wondering about nature. Thanks for watching.